Alright guys, so right now we're still working on the Honda. We clean up the face of the head of the block, clean all that up. We have our wrist pins on top. Now this is a joke, it's a tool. It doesn't even keep it lined up. It's just to give it in a specific orientation. You can put some bolts, you can put some drill bits, whatever fits in the hole to keep it lined up, period. Still, you're going to do your timing, and you're not going to need it. The timing, basically, you can see this arrow, okay? It's going to point up and follow between the three links. I'll show you this guys in the other video. It has like a little dot, but you have to put it in the middle of the links, okay? Same on this one. See the little dot there and the arrow facing up in the middle of the link, and then when you go down, see those two links in the middle there, it has a dot. That dot has to be in the middle of the two links, okay? The golden links on the chain anyway. If you're using the old chain, it's gonna look a little bit different, but still you should be able to detect the three links that are gold or separate color from the other one. We got new guides on there. We got everything secure. We're going to be putting the tensioner so we can release it, and everything should be tight. Now a little trick that I do for you guys so you can keep everything in position, everything tight. I'll put a little zip tight on the bottom there. I don't know if you can see it here, but put a little zip tie there. There it is. So we can keep that chain stretched from jumping any tooth, from wiggling, since this tensioner on this side is not on yet. So just to have slack on that chain so we're not moving everywhere. Pretty much I got to put the top guide over here. We didn't get a new one, so we're going to be cleaning and using the old one, which is fine. We got a new turbo. We still got to put a whole bunch of stuff around it, but I want to cover this side first before we do that. So right now I'm going to put the tensioner, pull the pin on it, take the zip tie off, and then we can start working on putting the front cover on, and almost there. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so aquí está el tubo este. Es ese que está ahí. So the tensioner is on point, everything's on point. We put the tension on the bottom, we took the pin off. So everything is lined up as it should be. So now I'm just gonna take this tool off. I gotta move the sprocket, it's tight in there. One comes out, the other one doesn't. Nathan, dale vuelta aquí un momentico para sacarle el pin este. El socket ese de aquí. So now we clean everything. Everything is good. I'm gonna spray it again before putting the pan on, the front cover. So I'm gonna make sure that the pan is clean. We put a new seal on it. Nada más darle un poquitico de vuelta. Yeah. We're putting a new seal on it as well on the cover. Want to make sure that it's clean. Everything is lined up as I show you guys. Point is on point. The crazy part is that it's not convincing to me, and this is probably why these engines are failing. The torques on the head, it shows 22 first round, and you got to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it's 22 the first round, and then after that it's 165 degrees. Now when I do that and I go to double check the torque on foot-pounds, it's only showing like about 50 foot-pounds of torque on this head, and that's it. There's no more instructions after that. There's no more retorquing to another degree, nothing. It's just 165, and that's it. And I think that this is why these engines are failing. Look, let me show you guys the book. This is a printout from a Honda dealership, okay? So This is not, this is straight from Honda. Here we are. Seal the head bolts. There you go. We got 22. Okay. We do the first round, blah blah blah. Step 1. After tying the cylinder head bolts, additional 165 degrees sequence, the same sequence. This is the sequence. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 10. 165 after 22. Remove the cylinder head and tighten it beyond the space and start all over again. So if you over tighten it, start all over in 1 again and make sure that you do to 165 degrees. That's it. There's no more. Then you jump to the phasers and so on and so on. That, when you torque it down and you go and recheck, that's like about 50 foot-pounds. 50 foot-pounds is nothing. On a turbo engine, I know it's a 1.5, but regardless, a head is a head. I don't know. I think it's under tighten it, but I'm following the book. And I'm going to tell the customer I'm following the book. Honda technicians are telling me that they go over. But, you know, I don't want one of these head bolts to snap on me if I go to like 75 foot-pound. They snap and then I have to rethread, or I have to, you know, start doing more headache. But this is what the book says to do, so we're gonna go with that. Now we do have a new turbo. The screen on the filler, not on the filler, but on the oil supply, which is this bolt here, that tube that goes on there, the screen, we read that screen off. We still kept the integrity of the washer on it, so it will keep the O-ring from collapsing, if it makes any sense. So it stays in place. It's just gonna be a straight flow, no restriction. There's not gonna be any restriction. It's just oil. Oil needs to get into the bearing, and if not, this turbo goes bye-bye. And that's what happened to the last one. They cleaned up the engine. They didn't drop the pan. It clogged the line. No oil. The shaft disintegrated. So, that being said, always double check your work. This Allen is tight. These two guides are tight. This guide is tight. The tensioner is tight with a screen on it. Everything is tight. So now all I have to do is just make sure that the surfaces are clean, so that we can go ahead and put the front cover on and keep on working off that. After we put the front cover, we can put the valve cover on, which is right here with the new gaskets already. We can put the valve cover on and keep on going, but we're getting very close. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, so back on the Honda Accord. Everything's back and running. Had it running now for over an hour. She definitely picking out the speed. The only thing that broke was this O2 sensor, which I got one coming to replace. But other than that, everything is working. No oil leaks, no fuel leaks, nothing. They topped off the freon. It had no freon in it, but they topped it off. So that means that it has a leak somewhere. But anyways, to let you know, everything else said and done. And the customer should be here shortly to pick it up. Alright guys, like always, share, like, subscribe, help me help you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.